Greetings once again, my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to another video. Thank you all for checking this video out. The support is very much appreciated. Alright, so two things I want to take a look at in this one. Now, the West Indies, they were able to get the better of the United States of America earlier today in our first qualifier game. Former captain Jason Holder, he spoke to the media after and he had a couple of things to say. So I'm just going to be sharing the main talking points coming out of that interview. Also going to be giving you my usual roundup of the Ashes. So at the end of day 3, you know, not a lot of cricket was actually played on day 3 because of the rain. So we're going to take a look at all of that. So just give a listening ear and let me know what you think about these two topics. Alright, so let us kick things off with Jason Holder. So if you missed the game or if you missed my initial update about the game, Jason Holder, he actually picked up the Man of the Match award. He made a half century and he picked up a couple of wickets. Now, he spoke to the media and he was saying that, you know, it was definitely a good feeling to have gone out there and to get some runs. Based on what he's saying, you know, he has been working behind the scene where his batting is concerned just to make sure that he is up and running. And, you know, so it was very good to go out there and get some runs. And he really enjoyed himself in the middle. I am hoping that, you know, going forward, he will be spending some quality time out there in the middle as he did in today's game. You know, I was saying that personally, when he went out there, it was all about playing the situation. Making sure that, you know, they have the discussion, go out there, and whatever the game needed at the moment, that is what he would have done. Oftentimes, we would have seen some of our players go out there, and the game just call for calmness, you know, bat out a good 7, 8, 9 overs. Then you try to explode and at the back end, and, you know, they just go and try hit from ball 1. Now, Holder said the situation called for him to go out there, soak up some of the pressure, and then, you know, to the back end, he would try to see how good he could, how he could score some boundaries. He spoke about the partnership with Raston Chase, who made a run about 55. You know, he said that Raston Chase and himself, you know, just decided that they were going to try and rotate the strike in the middle, because that is something that we would have struggled with in the past as it relates to rotating strike in the middle over. So that was one of the main things that they wanted to deal with. In terms of his technical side, you know, Holder was saying that, you know, where his technical preparation is concerned, all of that was done leading up to the qualifiers. So, you know, getting a knock like this and going forward, it's all about just remaining mentally focused and make sure that they are mentally tuned into the game, because the technical aspect is already done. So it's just about going out there and staying on top of things where the mental aspect of the game is concerned. He was saying that, you know, as a team, they need to be positive. As we know, this is the brand of cricket that they are looking to play, going on the front foot and scoring, and not only trying to survive. You understand? And I understand that, you know, that is their strength, trying to hit boundaries and thing. But, you know, we definitely want to make sure that we always have 1 or 2 players in the side that is capable of, you know, rotating the strike and batting long if we are not, if plan A don't work out. You know, he was also saying that in these type of games and going forward, it's all about trying to score a boundary every other over. If you don't get one every over, and then, you know, rotate the strike, and extra boundaries will come. So it's all about trying to stay positive, try and score a boundary every other over, and then take the others when they come. So, you know, he said that we play our best cricket when we are positive. That is what he's saying. We play our best cricket when we are on the front foot. As they say, attack is probably the best way of defense, is what they like to say. So, you know, and that is what he's saying, you know. So, so yeah, according to Jason Holder, they were confident that after setting that score of 297, the team wouldn't have gotten anywhere close to it. And as you would have seen, you know, we won the game by 30 odd runs. Mixed emotions to that, you know, generally speaking. Well, in my personal opinion, when we are playing full member teams, if we win by 39, you know, I will more take it than if we play against associate nations. But as some people say, a win is a win. That is what some people say. And if you point out things that we can improve on, you hear that, listen, a win is a win, and you cannot please people. But every sport that I know of, people are always looking for ways to improve, even when they win games. So, you know, it's really strange, and it's really strange. So yeah, Hola was finished off by saying it's all about staying disciplined. We will get some pressure, you know, in this qualifier tournament here, but it's all about staying disciplined and remaining calm, and, you know, make sure that they come through at the right end of things. So that is what the former captain Jason Hola had to say about his performance and also the team on a whole. All right, sticking to cricket, but we're moving to the red ball format, the best format of the game, Test cricket. And we are talking about the Ashes. So at the end of day 3, England and Australia still doing their things, you know. In terms of runs on the board, you would say that England is in the lead because, you know, they are leading by 35 runs. But at the end of the day, you know, I would want to say, from my personal perspective, it is probably even Steven or closer to in the favor of Australia. So England, they made 393 for 8 and declared on day 1. On day 2, leading into the early part of day 3, Australia, they ate down most of that total there. You understand? They were eventually bowled out for 386. So that is probably around about 7 or so runs lead, or around 6-7 runs lead that England would have gotten. So at the end of day 3, England, they were batting a second time, and they were already 28 for 2 in 10.3 overs. So that's a lead of 35. Before I give you the England batting in the second innings, in terms of who scored, Usman Khawaja was eventually dismissed on 141. And, you know, quite a few people on the internet having some stuff to say as relates to how Ollie Pope reacted when he dismissed him, you know. So that is something that we probably can look at in another video. So he made 141, so he was the top man there. Alex Carey ended up getting 66. Pat Cummins, the captain, he made 38 from 62. Josh Hazelwood was left not out on 1. In terms of the bowling for England, Stuart Broad finished with 3 for 68 in that first innings. Ollie Robinson 3 for 55 in that first innings also. And we would have seen Moeen Ali picking up 2 for 147. And Ben Stokes and Anderson, they shared a wicket apiece. Talking about Moeen Ali, he was actually charged a percentage of his match fee for spraying some stuff on his finger. That I also want to talk about in another video, because, you know, we see what ICC is trying to do, so we're going to talk about it. Yeah, so at the close of play, England batting again the second time, 28 for 2. 28 for 2, and they have already lost Zach Crawley for 7. He made 7 from 25 before he was removed by Scott Boland. Pat Cummins removed Ben Duckett for 19 of 28. So that is how the Ashes is looking so far, my viewers and subscribers. You can imagine tomorrow morning on the 4th day, Australia will be looking to get as many wickets as early as possible, so they can have the rest of day 4 into day 5 to try and chase down whatever is made, you know. But Joe Root and those guys will have something else to say about that. Go and leave it right here for now, my viewers. Big up on yourself, and we'll touch base later on.